All right, welcome back to part two of creating your own AI chatbots. So, if you follow the previous tutorial, you should be right here with this same layout where we have a text input that allows the user to input text. You have your OpenAI chat model, which we gave it a system instruction. It is meant to answer questions. And the output, we set the output to also a text output that's collecting its response from the chat OpenAI language model. So what we're going to do is we're going to fine tune this model, the chatbot, to only answer questions based on a specific topic. So let's say you are running a business like a salon and you want your model to answer questions based on your salon only. Now, the reason why you have to do this is maybe you already know about ChatGPT, but GPT does not have data concerning your own salon. So users can't go to GPT to ask it questions about your salon. So what you do is you fine tune the model to answer questions based off your own salon business or whatever business it is that you do. So to do that, we need to come to this option, knowledge base. When you come to knowledge base, you can create a knowledge base for yourself. So right here, what we're going to do is click on this knowledge, and what it does is it pops this open for me. So now you see the option that says create a new knowledge base, and that's exactly what you're going to do if you don't have a knowledge base. So for you, you don't have knowledge base, but I have a couple of knowledge bases already, example knowledge base. So what I'll do is I'll create new knowledge base, click on create new knowledge base, and I'll call this knowledge base a test knowledge, right? Test knowledge, and I'm going to click on create. So when you click on create, it's going to take you to this page. So don't worry, we've not gone far. If we've not gone far, we can still go back to where we were. There's nothing to be worried about. So you have options. You can script a web page. You can add an integration, okay, and then you can upload files. So the two ways are creating a knowledge base from a URL. So if you click on, let's say, I come to a website like ESPN. So I say I go to ESPN and I want to go to the home page of ESPN. And what I want to do is copy the web link. Now, it mustn't be ESPN, it could be your own business website again. So I'm just going to add script URL and I'm going to add the link. So for now, I want to know the recursive. Now you can add this to script the script frequency to be every hour, daily, weekly, monthly. For now, since this is just a one-time thing, I'm just going to say never. Turn on recursive. No, leave it up. Turn it off. Then click on add document. Now we have a new uh, knowledge base. So it's going to take a while to scrape the web page. Now, I wouldn't recommend you using such large websites like ESPN. I wouldn't recommend that because it's a very large website. A lot goes on here. So give it time and it's done. Okay. So what we can do now is okay. The name is test knowledge base. So we'll come back to our pipelines. So you can just go back on your browser. And now choosing the knowledge base is using test knowledge. All right. So what we want to do now is connect the test knowledge to the to both the OpenAI chat model, the input, and the knowledge base, so that when the user asks a question to the OpenAI chat model will search for information from the knowledge base. So what we'll do, same way we did before, we'll add our OpenAI model here, the LLM, and we want to use. So now this is very important. When you come to this part, click on tokens, right? So don't use token, use tokens, and that's pretty much all we need to do from here. So the user asks a question to the OpenAI chat model. OpenAI chat model looks at the knowledge base we created, which is grabbing information from ESPN. And I'm going to fine tune my system message. And I'll tell it as you. So I will delete the previous system message. I'll say you are a sports analyst and your job is to analyze analyze sports questions asked by the users. So simple as that. So simple as that. And now I'm going to run this and test what we've done so far. So I'm going to ask the question and I'm asking it, which team is the best team in Europe and why? Now run that test and let's see the response. So it's going to take a while because it's querying. So you can see it's running, it's querying the URL from our knowledge base, and it's going to give me a response. So let me look at this in. All right, that's a great question, but it's also a complex one. Squad now, okay, style of play, consistency, conclusion. It says Manchester City. It's got the best team. Now it's saying this based off as of 2024. Okay, so now I'm going to update the system instruction and tell it to. So what I'm going to do here is input the knowledge base. Right? I'm going to add the knowledge base here. Okay, chunks. So I'm going to ask it. I'm going to tell it specifically to search the knowledge base specifically the test knowledge base and use data provided on ESPN. All right. So deploy changes, deploy. All right. So error handling message, query input use. All right. So let me see. Deploy the changes. Okay. So it works now. So I will write the same question and let's see the difference in the response. So let's see sources. Okay, so it's giving me sources from 2020 to 2024. These are the sources to where it's getting its information. So if I click on that link, it's going to pull up data from the record from ESPN. And so it says page not found. Why? ESPN Club official ranking. Let's see. Okay, accept all. So this is where it's getting that data, all this information from. So I'm going to ask it a new question. Um, Okay, it's still running. It's not done yet, so I want to do cancel run, and then I'll ask it who won. Okay, I'm going to ask a simple question like list all the winners of this week's NBA playoffs game. Okay, let's see that. This is a much simpler question, and let's finals game one. Boston Celtics defeated Dallas Mavericks. All right, so it's the only problem here is it's only bringing up data from 2024. It's not including 2025 data. And I guess this is also a drawback because it's pulling data as available on ESPN. So that's one drawback, right? So it's working, clearly it works, but the drawback is that the data available on ESPN that is available to pull is only data from 2024. So we can see what it's doing. All right. So this is how you fine tune your. I'm going to cancel that one. This is how you fine tune your own model. Now, you could have used a document, or you can use a web page, a web link, whatsoever method you want to use. Feel free to use your preferred method. So here's our output, and here we've connected a knowledge base which reads data from the website as provided, and the user queries the chat agent, and just like that you have a simple chat agent. All right, that'll be all. So next tutorial I will show you how to be able to upload files and create your own specialized knowledge base where you can upload files instead of just using a URL. All right, thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial.